Can you believe I finally bought my first XM piece? Hey guys, welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Back Collectibles, your one-stop for all things high-end statue collecting reviews, unboxing, statue chats, live content like Rogues Gallery Live, and so much more. My name's Chris, I'm the Batman statue collector, and look at what we have today. We have my very first, that's right, my very first XM Studios piece that I have purchased. Absolutely insane that it's been 5 years here on the channel and I've never ever bought an XM piece. And one of the reasons why is because although I liked the Samurai line and it's really grown on me over the years, I didn't feel like I had the space for it. I think I'm going to make some space, guys. This thing is absolutely insane. It is high quality art. And I'm blown away by what I'm seeing here. And again, you guys know that I'm primarily a 1/3 scale collector. And so to add this piece to my collection, or add a few of these pieces to my collection, what really sold me was a couple of people. Number one, Jeff Delaney at Secret Sanctuary. I was talking with him in California and he just really sold me on this piece. I also talked to Dan Default, who owns this, of course, from Wayne Manor North, and also Mr. X. When he visited, you know, he swore by these things, like just how good they are and how great this line has been. And they're continuing to make more characters, which I really appreciate. Now, this particular piece, again, is my very first ever XM piece, whether it's Samurai or comic or anything else. But I can tell you right now that this will not be my last. I am very, very impressed with the sculpt. I'm impressed with the paint. I'm impressed with everything I see here. Also, it came with this great instruction manual, which is awesome. I don't think that they do this anymore, but it's very, very convenient and very nice. I actually really appreciate this, and actually helped me when I did my live unboxing. And if you missed it, I will put the link up above, so thanks everybody that joined me there. And then, of course, also, they did this great art print. So let me show you the art print really quick. I mean, how great is that? It's so awesome that they do these things. And again, it just, you know, you can pair it up with the actual art itself, which is really, really cool. But I have a lot to say about this piece, and of course I want to give you all of my thoughts, all of the close-up details in my full review. But we're going to start out with some close-ups here. And again, I'm blown away, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to finally own an XM Studios piece. Alright guys, so let me show you some close-ups of some of these amazing pieces that come with this. Obviously this is the main portrait here. As you can see, it's got some nice silver on there, some nice blues, obviously a dark blue and a lighter blue. But this is what really captures your attention. It just absolutely looks fantastic. And again, it is you know, a copper look. It's orange, but it's very, very copper looking, shiny, beautiful. It's got this nice flame effect on the top. As you can see, it just looks really, really cool and very intimidating as well. And then obviously you have the ribbons on the back side that just keys into the back, just like this. So that's really cool. But look at the flame. Look at the flame effect. It's just so cool. And it really does look like copper in real life. Then you also, of course, have the alternative portrait here, the Slade Wilson portrait. And it looks just absolutely fantastic. You have some nice reds around the eyes and under his eye patch. Of course, the scarring. You have that great bun back here. Again, this piece does also key in. Nice strong magnet. But it is really impressive. Very, very cool. You also have areas of the arm. I'll just kind of show you some of the swap outs. You have the arm. And again, we'll look at this in better detail here in just a second. But that's one of the swap outs there. Let me flip it over for you guys. Again, incredible detail throughout. Really, really impressive. And let me show you the other one as well. And it is the gun swap out. You guys can kind of see what that looks like. Again, that great bronze color, right? Just looks so good. Alright, so let me get them set up on the table for you guys now, and we'll do the full review. Alright guys, so I have Deathstroke here set up on the table, and I'm just going to give you kind of a quick pan down here so you guys can see all the details. And again, I do have a bright light on him, so the colors might be a little bit different in real life, of course. But just an absolutely insane piece from XM. And again, it's just amazing that this is my very first one. So let's go ahead and start with the base. And again, I know you probably have seen some reviews on this guy before. He's been out for a while, but we can still appreciate the art here. This is considered one of the best bases that XM has done to date. Absolutely incredible. Of course, this is that feudal Japan time period. But let's look at some of the details here. Obviously, you can see the texturing on the teeth, on the gums. Just looks insane. Look at this right here. Look how good that looks. Just really impressive. And again, like the eyeball, it's got that cracking element to it. The texture, get the horn sticking up. I mean, it's just an insane base with so much detail on it. You also have a lot of detail in the back here. Kind of looks like a shell almost, but incredible detail as you go all the way around. Again, all these little areas that are kind of reddish color. You have this beautiful kind of patina copper. Really neat. I mean, look at the texture here. Look at that. It's really cool. Rock work, stone work. You obviously have the rope that comes down. This piece does key in right here. This little piece. This also keys in right here as part of his chin. Again, just look at that. Look how great that is. It's so great. It's so creepy. Like a big skull. It's really cool. Some of the other elements on the base, obviously you have the flag, which looks great. Obviously some great texturing there on the sides. Some great weathering. And obviously then again you have the lettering there. You also have some of these staffs, the blades that stick up, and some nice detailing on that. And then a shorter one here on the front, also with that red ribbon tied around it, again fully sculpted. Let's look at some of the colors here on the actual statue. So obviously this great orange color, but in real life and to the naked eye it looks like a copper. So it's very smart the way they did it, because copper is kind of an orangish color. So it's not an obnoxious orange, cartoon or a comic book orange. It's just really, really good. Look at the detailing on the boot. There's some nice weathering there, as you can see as you go up the boot. Really, really cool. And again, that blue really offsets it. Now the blue in real life, to the naked eye, is a little darker than it appears on camera. Again, I do have a bright light on it. You also have, of course, some great detailing. You see the copper elements along the edging. Really, really impressive. Let me go ahead and spin it around to the other side so you can see the other boot. Kind of through the flag there. Again, just really impressive. And then, of course, as it goes up into the knee, just like the other one, it's kind of, like a futuristic armor for sure. That's the great thing about this samurai line. It's, kind of blurs between ancient and modern. You also have some great kind of like that chainmail effect down below where his leg is. Obviously you have the armor, the skirt. I'm sure that has a technical name for it, but obviously the armor, you can really see the detail there. It's got some silver to it for some of the weathering. You also notice some great texture here on the sash, which looks great. Nice weathering, great kind of like burlap texture. And not only is it here, but it's also layered up top. So this is all sculpted in, which looks really great. And then again, you also have the sash here that keys in. And then you also have the one up front that keys in as well, right up here. So that looks great. Obviously it's kind of like a belt on him. And again, I'm not exactly sure what these are called, but they're very well done, very well sculpted. Let's look at the sword here, really cool. Of course the hands, more armor, again that great copper. I mean, look at the level of detail here. You got the lines there. I mean, it's not just flat. There's so much going on with it. It's really impressive. And then of course you have the sword still sheathed, which is great. Again, you have that blue color continue with the copper, that orange. The chest, obviously you have the ammunition belt going across there, which looks great. Again, nice silver elements as well, and again you can really see the level of detail here, the continued level of detail. Really good. Let me get in a little closer here. Let me see if I can get that in a little closer for you guys so I can not lose the detail. Here we go. Again, just really, really impressive. And of course you have his other arm going up, and that holds the knife in the back. And let me kind of zoom back here and show you the back side of it there. So the, the knife's coming out, the sword's coming out, excuse me. And then that it's just a tension fit. It's really neat how they did that. There's no key there, just a tension fit. It fits right on his back. It's really neat. Again, look at the detail here, guys. Look at the texture there. Just stunning. Again, that orangish copper. Kind of zoom back here again so you guys can see kind of the back side. Again, please take with a grain of salt that there is a bright light shining on this. So it's pretty close. It's right there. So it does kind of change the colors a little bit, but it gives you an idea. And again, this piece has been out for quite a while, so hopefully you've seen it. Alright, let me go ahead and stand up here and show you the mask in a little bit better detail. Again, you have some nice definition there on the blue side. And then of course the side over here is just absolutely incredible. It's got that teeth. I'm going to kind of slide over here and see if I can get the light to hit it a little bit even better. Yeah, look at that. It's got this flame effect going up the side, which looks great. Again, just look at that. Really, really incredible, right? Kind of zoom back here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Just so impressive. This definitely makes me want to buy more of these. Rabbit hole. I'm in trouble here, guys. I am in trouble. But look how great that looks. Alright, so that is Deathstroke Samurai. Let me go ahead and switch it out for the unmasked portrait, and then also the gun swap out as well. Alright guys, so I have the other portrait all in now, and it's funny because when I first saw this portrait, I saw some really bad photos of it, and I thought it looked real cartoony. But having it in hand, I think I actually like this portrait better than the regular one, which is crazy. I'm blown away by it. I really like it. Again, it's got some really great detail, really great texturing on the face. Paint work looks really nice and clean. And again, that's Slade Wilson right there. I mean, look how cool he looks. Just like that. It's really impressive. Again, let me kind of give you a full pan here of what he looks like that way. But again, look at that face sculpt. It's really good. And if I hold the other one up next to it, so you can kind of see the size difference, the look of the two together. So, both of them are really cool. But I do like this unmasked portrait way more than I thought I would, which is pretty cool. So this obviously gives you a different look for sure with the gun. It's a little bit more modern, obviously. I personally prefer the knife, or man, I keep saying knife. I'm sorry, guys. The sword, just because I feel like it fits the time period a little bit better. But you know, it's not the arm is not as up as the sword. So again, it gives a little bit of a different movement. I kind of like it. I think it actually would have been kind of cool if they had a swap out for the sword going down like that, like you know, unsheathed. I think that would have been pretty awesome. But again, really cool look. Let me go ahead and take out his portrait, and I will swap it out for this one. Again, nice strong magnet there, so you get the idea of what it looks like with the gun. Kind of spin it around for you guys here a little bit. So that's a cool look too. Again, I prefer the sword look, but still cool for sure. Just awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and get some measurements for you guys. Let's go ahead and measure this bad boy and see kind of what we're dealing with here in terms of depth, width, and height. So I'm going to kind of start with the depth first. And again, I'm going to kind of go to the corner of this flag, which does, you can kind of turn the flag a little bit for depth, which I've done over on my white bookshelf, but it's about 15 inches deep. So it is a sizable base for sure. Let's go ahead and talk about the length here. Again, these are all approximate, guys, but it's about 16 inches long. And then last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and do the height here. And again, these are approximate to the top of his sword. Let's see, that is about 25.5 inches tall. So again, this piece is quarter scale, but it does have a fairly big footprint with this base. So definitely take that with a grain of salt, but again, highly, highly worth the space. Alright, somebody asked me to film Deathstroke next to a premium format by Sideshow and kind of compare them. Obviously, you can see the difference in base size of these two. It's really quite incredible. But again, I think they look pretty good together. Obviously, the Sideshow pieces are going to be a smoother texture overall, maybe not quite as detailed as obviously this piece with all of the armor and elements. So again, you know, this is Samurai, this is comic book. So I think that they could fit together, although I think, you know, each individual line, the Sideshow pieces look better together, but I think you could potentially put this in with your display if you don't like the Sideshow version, which I did not. I'm still hoping they'll make a comic book one, but I still think they look okay together. Not bad, but you can really see the difference in just overall detail on the Samurai line with all the armor and things. But again, Poison Ivy is still one of my favorites. But again, just to give you an idea, side by side with the premium format and a Samurai Deathstroke. So without a shadow of a doubt, this piece is one of my favorites in my collection already. It is incredibly detailed. It is incredibly well painted, incredibly well sculpted. And again, I can't believe I took this long to finally get an XM piece. And like I said before, it will not be my last because, you know, speaking of my next piece, it's going to be the OG Samurai Batman. That is my next piece coming in, and I of course will be live unboxing and reviewing that for you guys as well. And I think that it'll pair up very, very nicely with this one. Now, will I go beyond those two pieces? It's possible. I have my eye on Harley. I have my eye on the Scarecrow. The Joker I like. I don't know if it's my favorite. The Penguin I like, but I don't know if I have the space. The superheroes, the good guys, I don't usually collect. So more than likely, oh, I do love Bane. Bane is one of my favorites, but again, I don't know if I have the room for him. But regardless, even if I have just a couple of these pieces in my collection, it does offer a variety. And again, I know the Samurai line has not been for everybody, but I can say this from the bottom of my heart, this piece is beautiful. It is epic, and it truly belongs in this cave. It truly belongs here. And I can't wait to see the Samurai Batman because I've not seen that one in person either, and everybody tells me that that even blows this one out of the water. So I think that this is phenomenal. I highly recommend if you're able to get it. You know, I was able to pick it up around the $1,200 range. They are pricey for quarter scale, but they are worth it in my opinion because of the artistry here. Really beautiful sculpt, really beautiful paint like I mentioned, some great swap outs, and the base is freaking phenomenal, right? So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you guys think of this piece? Do you guys think that I made a mistake going down this rabbit hole? Because you know, you can feel it, right? You guys can feel it. You guys can feel that I'm going to start going down this way. And of course, it's a lot of money, a lot of space invested, but it's worth it in my opinion because it's really, really well done. But again, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have this one. Let me know if you're maybe going to try to pick it up because of this review. I always like to hear that. And again, just thank you guys so very much for taking time out of your day to check out my review on this piece. And again, I tip my hat to XM. And again, guys, this is not going to be my last XM piece by any means. This is just the first of many coming into the Batcave. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you soon right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.